All right, good morning, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. It's the host CB, and give me 1 second. I got two guests in. Remove. Okay, here we go. Okay, good morning, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. It's the host CB, and I'm sorry that I have to be streaming from my car. First off, this is a recording. Man, I just been busy lately. On the ground working, so this is the only way that I could get to you all, giving you guys a recording on my way to work. But Who That Nation, I will say before I move further, we will be doing a live show. I will be doing a live show either Monday or Tuesday. So just stand by on one of those days. But Who That Nation training camp has opened up. I know you guys are excited. I definitely am. Even though I'm busy, man, I'm still locked into it. Just ain't been free enough to give you guys a live show, but it's all good. I'm here right now for a few minutes to give you guys my thoughts on some updates that has taken place. Come on, Carl. That has taken place in training camp. First off, I'm gonna start off with the Chris Olave extension. Chris Olave extension. Shout out to Chris Olave. I'm very excited for Chris Olave because he went about it the right way. And I'm gonna be honest. I know we can say players go about it the right way, but honestly, it is a business. So if he wanted to set out or any action that he took, to be honest, to me it would have been the right way. Unless he just wouldn't have been present at all. But he was present. He hung out with the team, hung out with Shuck when Shuck hosted his off season workouts. He was present, so that showed that he's committed to Tyler Shook. He likes what he sees out of Tyler Shook. Committed to his teammates. Also wanted to get the camaraderie going with Jordan Tyson, along with the other players. So I like that. What Chris Olave? Come on, come on, come on. Okay, here we go. Yes, I like that. Chris Olave was a team player during this whole thing. So a 4-year, 132 mil, 90 guaranteed, good numbers. Well, not good numbers, great numbers. Um, Top receiver dollars. I don't have, nothing negative contract. Honestly, when he got with a quarterback that that's actually going to give him the football, Derek Carr see his full potential. Well, you can see his potential, you just couldn't see the numbers, and that's just due to the quarterback. But that's neither here or there. But he got a quarterback that was able to deliver him the football, and he produced. So to me, it's only going to get better because now he got another dynamic receiver, and it's nothing against Shaheed. Shaheed is that guy, but with Jordan Tyson, even coming out of college right now, he's a better route runner than Shaheed. He don't have the top end speed over Shaheed, but his route tree is definitely better. He can run the route tree better. So all that's going to do is just open things up even more for Olave. So a team is not going to be able to game plan on just Olave. But yeah, man, I'm just excited. Shout out to Olave, man, and he's going to be in New Orleans 4 more years, guys. Um, so shout out to him. So let's go ahead and get to another topic. Brian Brzee. He went down with an injury, ACL injury. From what has been said, it was a non-contact injury. So um, he probably planted the wrong way doing the drill. I'm not sure, but it's looking like he's not going to be playing this season. Unfortunate situation for him. This was his fourth season, so the fourth year on a first round draft pick. I know he was starting to think about the future. He's starting to think about his second contract, even though they picked up his fifth year option. For the team to do that, that told me that they're interested in him. They're interested in possibly giving him a second contract, but we'll have to see how this plays out. Brian Brzee, we guys know that being a third down rusher, that was his forte. Now, as far as the set numbers wasn't highly there, but the pressure on the quarterback, allowing the quarterback to get out of pocket, get uncomfortable on third, that was him. He was able to provide us with that. So we're definitely going to miss that. Now, with that being said, there's other avenues that has been brought up. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the first one that's pretty much dead to me. Tampa Bay would be dumb to make that trade to a division rival. But the Vita Vea contract situation in Tampa is going wrong, and he wants out. He want to get traded. I doubt Tampa's going to trade to a division rival because they know what type of impact he can have. And then, given the circumstances that we just faced with Brazil, Tampa is not going to give us a position to plug in. That's honestly Via. He's better than Brazil right now. And the Brazil ceiling can probably get up there. I'm not sure, but Vita Vea, run stopper, even getting pressure on the quarterback, that was him. But exceptional run stopper, top three in the game out of the D tackles. But yeah, Tampa's not going to do that, so I don't even want to bring up that topic, honestly. So that's dead and gone. I'll be shocked if that happened, but I'll be shocked in a good way. But what we have on our roster, first off, I want to get into Vernon Broughton. Vernon Broughton was a high second round pick that we got last year. I think we had 2 second rounds, so it was Shaw and then it was Vernon Broughton. Vernon Broughton, defensive tackle out of Texas, he was a solid piece. Was not able to see him perform last year due to, I believe it was an ACL injury as well. But he's fully healthy, ready to go in training camp. So this is an opportunity for him. High second round draft pick. You see, we already got a high drafted second round pick. I started quarterback. So when you're a second round draft pick or higher, at some point you're going to be expected to be starting. This is a situation where you're on the verge of making the team. This was just like a gamble pit. Like, okay, let's see if he can find a way to get on. No, second round draft pick, you're expected to be started. I say no later than year two. Yeah, definitely no later than year two, if not year one, depending on the depth chart and stuff. But with this situation, I'm not penciling him in to start, but he do have every opportunity to be our defensive tackle. So hopefully we hadn't seen him in a scrimmage or anything. He really hadn't even seen him with the pads on. So we can't even I can't even make no judgment call on that. We may get something better than Breezy. I don't know how this guy's gonna play out, but we'll see. If this guy can bring as much production as Breezy, that's a plus. It'll be awesome if it's even better. We don't know what we're gonna get. Moving on to this past draft, we got Christian Millender. high second round draft pick out of Georgia. We know them Georgia Bulldogs. That defensive line, they always bringing out good defensive linemen. Can Milliner, can he provide us possible starting opportunity? We will see. I know he's a rookie. Basically, Broughton is a rookie too because he didn't even get to participate in training camp. So we got two. I'm gonna say Broughton a rookie. So basically, two rookies, defensive tackles coming in with a great opportunity to start on the defensive line, both of them. So we will see what happens. I don't want to put pressure on them like that. What I think Kellen will do, as he done what last year with the what position was that he let the young guys really the quarterback room last year. He had a second year player in Spencer Rattler and Shook. He didn't bring in no veteran QB to do a little coaching and having that veteran presence there. Will they go and get a veteran defensive tackle? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's going to do that. But to be honest, man, you got Cam J there, you got Chase Young, Granderson, you got vet guys just on that defensive line. I don't think they're going to go out and get a vet unless it's a situation where he don't see that they can be some type of productive coming week one. I mean, if they looking like they need time, like I said, I'm not going to be the guy to put the pressure on. We didn't put pressure on Tyler Shuck. We was patient with him. Even when he came in, Shuck he surprised us. That was a surprise about Tyler Shuck. But with these two defensive tackles, I'm not putting no pressure on these guys, to step up and perform and start. Now, a position like a slot, Jonas Sanker, he showed us year one that he belongs and that he belongs on an NFL team, and he's on our New Orleans Saints. He was making some plays last season. We'll see how that plays. Honestly, I'm going to get into those different position groups on the live show because I want to hear y'all's interaction. But and we're going to go back over this topic too because it's new. Training camp just begun on Wednesday. So we just now kicking off training camp. I just had to, get to you all, Who That Nation, and give my thoughts and opinions on, what's been going down. That it was breaking news to start off. But once again, Brian Brazil, unfortunate situation. Man, just prayers out to you. You got a 5th-year option, so you're going to be back next year. You come back next year, prove that you deserve a second contract. And if it's a situation to where these two defensive tackles just come in and turn up, you can still come in, prove your worth, and go get money elsewhere. We just see how it happens. You got to have all options open. I want to see you in a Saints uniform, but we'll see how that plays out. But as of today, you have an ACL injury. Most likely, you're not returning this season. You tore it in training camp. So now we just got to start looking at who we have available on the team, and it's the young guys. So, like I said, it's going to be more talk on that moving forward. Broughton, he sounds like a sound solid dude. But I know Miller, he sounds like he got, some dog in him. And sound and action is different. But plus, with some players, especially play ball, like you can kind of see when somebody really got that dog in them. And Melanie, I can see it. And you have good guys that still dogs out there too. I'm not saying that. Martha, we're going to see. And we're going to see what Melanie too. whole lot we got to get into. I know Kool-Aid, his name is ringing bells. Don't run bells before, but he's young, so I'm gonna give him pay. We just gotta see, man, with Kool-Aid. So that's something we get into. Pass is not on yet, so it's shorts and t-shirts right now. So we'll see who that nation, how this plays out. But that's pretty much it. Coming into year 2, the Killer definitely gonna get into that who that nation. What is the expectations for Kellen Moore? What is the expectations is do we start looking at him? Because the team is fairly young, so is we're going to be patient with him another year. And I'm just saying, for the worst to happen, if the worst happened, do we start raising our eyebrow at Kellen Moore, or do we continue to be patient during this youth move? That'll be things that we start talking about throughout training camp. I don't want to get on it right now because I'm trying to do 2 things at once. For anybody that said Carolina, man, Charlotte they drive crazy out here. So that's pretty much it. Who that nation? False position groups, false position battles. I don't think it's a position. I don't even see no position battle. I thought we was gonna have one at guard, and to be honest, it can still go down like that at guard. But as far as the coach coming out saying, that it's a position battle, we don't have that. So we'll just see how it plays out, man. But other than that, you guys just please like, subscribe, follow the page. And once again, I had to show face, man. Because I was going to come on. The plan was for me to come on last week, well, Wednesday, but it's just busy. It's been a busy week. But I don't know about you all, but I wanna be able to go to New Orleans and see my New Orleans Saints play this year. For the ones that's out of the state, that have to travel to go see, I gotta go to New Orleans this year and see my Saints play. I have to get my updated Saints gear, just stuff like I gotta have motion when it comes to our Saints. That's just part of me grinding, man. That's just part of it. So hope you guys are that nation. You guys, please like, subscribe, follow the page. Shout out to WD, man, for the new intro. Want to give my guy a shout out, man. You guys support him, man. He got a lot of work coming out, so he'll be on the scene soon with his creativity displaying it. You guys show love to him. And shout out to the whole Who That Nation. You guys, please like, subscribe, follow the page. And this the whole CB, and I'm out. Who that?